Hey guys, welcome back. This is Carla from C Law Plans. I had a request on my Instagram to go over the differences between the Passion Planner Daily that I'm using now and the Erin Condren Daily that I was in previously. So these are both A5 size. They're both the exact same size planner. So you can see that this shape is the exact same size. The biggest difference, and I'll go ahead and get a new one, is because that one is very used and it is very chunky. The biggest difference between these are the width. So this is substantially smaller and lighter than the Passion Planner Daily, and I'll show you why. So this is the Erin Condren and this is the Passion Planner. And keep in mind, this is the Erin Condren that is used. It does have a couple of stickers in it. It does have a lot of writing. I added some tabs, and so it could potentially be slightly thinner, but because it is used, it does have a little bit more chunk to it. And so the Erin Condren Daily is a dated planner. They do have one that is like this, that is an undated version, but the traditional petites are dated. It does come with a monthly view, and then it goes right into your days of the week. So up here you have your dates, you have a mini calendar that is there on every single page. This is the old one. This is not the new hexagon one that has come out recently. So this is the 2019 version. And so the new one does look a little bit different as well. Same basic layout. You got your 3 sections here, your bullet section here, and then a little space down here. I liked having the space of 1 page per day. The thing I did not care for in this planner were the weekends. I do not care for shared weekends. Some weekends it works and it's fine. Most weekends I need a lot more space. This was, however, pre-COVID. And so this was before everything kind of happened and you just have to stay home every weekend. And so I had kid birthday parties, I had a bunch of ironing and house maintenance and things that I needed to do these days. And then you go back into your each day, and then again, a shared weekend. And then you have another monthly view for the next month. And so it doesn't come with tabs, so I just added my own tabs here to quickly go to the month. This is a 3-month planner. And so it has 3 months in it. So you get 4 books for an entire year, which is similar to the Passion Planner. So this is the Passion Planner Daily. And this is a 3-month undated. And so these do not have dates on them already. So the reason I ended up going into this is because, again, I needed the space. I felt like I wanted extra room. Because it is undated, it does not have any monthly views. And so that might be a pretty big downfall for a few of you guys. It does, however, have this space here. This is your first 6 months, and this is your next 6 months. So this could be something similar to the perpetual calendar in Erin Condren. You can fill it out with birthdays. You can fill it out with doctor's appointments. You can pre-plan and schedule things for the future. It also does have in the back a little cardstock card of the entire 2020, because this here does not have a year on it, because you can pick this up at any time and use this planner. And so it just has the numbers of the days here and then your months. Again, first 6 months, next 6 months. After this, it goes right into your daily view. You have an hourly here, which is 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. So it's half-hour increments. You have a focus for the day. Your game changer goal comes from this passion roadmap is what they call it. So you basically do a brainstorm or a brain dump, and you write down everything that you want to do in your life, and you choose one goal to focus on for the entire 3 months duration of this book. And so your game changer goal to-dos, your personal to-dos, your work to-dos, free space to grow, self-maintenance, best thing that happened, what you learned that day, today in 1 word, and your mood. And then you have this. It's called the Space of Infinite Possibility. I will show you my one that I'm in right now, but when I first started using this page really intimidated me. I didn't really know what I wanted to put here. The idea of having a page that was completely blank kind of freaked me out because I felt like it was a planner. It needed to have a whole bunch of stuff in it, but you can do anything with this. You can journal, you can make lists for upcoming events, you can brain dump, you can doodle and draw, you can just fill it with a whole bunch of stickers. The reason I ended up switching to the Passion Planner from the Erin Condren, there's a couple of main points. The paper. So with the Erin Condren, this is the 2019. This is not the current 2020. I do not own the 2020 Petites. However, I have heard that the 2020 Petite Erin Condren has better paper than this 2019 one did. So this paper, I really struggled with. I'm kind of a heavy writer when I use gel pens. And so I really struggled with the shadowing and the thinness of the paper. And so I actually ended up using a ton of stickers and I wrote on most of the stickers. And then when I started using some more mild liners and highlighters here, I had some shadowing and I didn't really care for that very much. The paper was a lot thinner. It was thicker than notebook paper, but still pretty thin. And so I ended up talking to several people and they had all told me that this paper was much better, much thicker, and it truly is. It is a much thicker, smooth paper. So I switched because of the paper, and I also switched again because this one had shared weekends and it was dated. I really liked the idea of having something undated. If I needed to skip a day, or if we were on vacation for a week and I didn't want to fill all of this stuff out because we were just living day by day, moment by moment, I didn't want to have an entire week blank in a planner if I wasn't really going to use it. So I did like the idea of it having undated, and I am an hourly lover. I really enjoy having hours. And so again, these are half hours, so you do have to write a little bit smaller, which I personally don't mind because I find that I write neater when I am smaller. So I liked the hours, and I actually really liked this area down here. So I decided when I saw this layout on their website, I knew immediately I was going to use this as a combination of a planner, a gratitude journal, a memory keeper. And so I liked this idea down here because this reminds you every day. Do a little bit of self-care today if you can. What was your mood today? Summarize the day in one word. Did you learn anything today? And this literally can be as simple as, I remembered that I hate the summer because it's too hot. Or you can put in, that you learned something new about jellyfish or whatever. And then the free space to grow. So there was just a lot of possibilities for this one. And I really liked that idea. The biggest downside that some people might think is it does not have a monthly view. And in place of where your monthly view would be is a self check-in. And so it gives you some prompts of things to jot down. And this is, how did that game changer goal for you that you set at the beginning of the book, how is this working for you? What can you change? What do you need to revamp, and what is working? And so you can always completely cover this with a gigantic sticker and have a monthly view if you wanted. And I'll show you, I did actually do that in one just to test it out, in the one that I'm in right now. So that's another reason that I changed, is just the space and the ability to have something every single day. The monthly view personally does not bother me that I don't have it. The last reason that I decided to change from the Erin Condren is because this right here. You can see that I do not have my hands on this planner and it is flat. It stays open. I can switch it to any day and it will do that. It'll have a little bit of wiggle room here, but it is a flat laying planner. I could never get my Erin Condrens to do that. And I would have to, people said that I had to break the spine. So I basically had to open it up, bend it backwards, and try and lay it flat and push it down. And when these are new, it was really, really difficult for me to write things on this side and plan this day because this would constantly come back and flip on me. And so because this one is broken, I guess as people say, it does lay a little bit more flat, but when they are new, they are difficult. This one is brand new. I just took it out of the packaging for this video and it lays flat the first try without me having to break the spine either. And so in the back of this one, you also do have a couple of note pages, not many, maybe five or seven, and they're all dot grid. You didn't have any extra note pages in this. This one did come with a pocket of stickers, and this one comes with a few stickers as well. And again, it does come with this here. So these are the stickers that it comes with. And then another thing that I really like about this one is it has a little band for you to keep it closed. And I also really like that it has this ribbon. And so you can easily open it to any day that you are on, instead of having, what I ended up doing with this one is I used to always keep a paper clip in the top of this. And so those are the biggest differences between the two. And then I'll just kind of show you the one that I'm in right now and how I am using it. So this is usually how I carry this around. Granted, I'm not leaving the house. I don't have to have it in the folio, but when I do go to the couch and journal at the end of the night, or I go outside with the dogs and the kids, I can just write a couple of things down. I like having everything kind of together. So I only keep a few things in this folio. It does have 4 strings. This is the Erin Condren folio, but I only utilize like 3 of them. And so I have the pockets in the front, the sticky pockets from Erin Condren for the stickers and other little notes and stuff as well. And this I do have in a string here. And then I keep my monthly petite. I do have a lot of personal information, and so I'm not going to do a full flip through of this entire thing, but I will show you kind of how I am going to be using it. And then down here, I have the Erin Condren insert for just extra little notes and stickers and things like that too. So this is a good example of kind of how I am using this. So my schedule is here that I have. This is when I was still in my college class. It's done now. My to-do list, again, my work area is mostly homekeeping and maintenance for the home. And then this is kind of my personal stuff as well. And then this is the very beginning. This is April 24th. And so I started this book on April 1st. And so I still kind of didn't really know how I wanted to use everything. And these are blank, which is fine, doesn't bother me. I have a bunch of white space here. Again, fine, doesn't bother me. And then I did some journaling here. I was starting to do some sourdough bread. And so I just kind of jotted down each day what I needed to do, which was nice to have that space and say, hey, this is the day that you need to do all of these to your sourdough. So this is another example of how I used everything as well. This is when both of my kids were doing distance learning. I was easily able to track their assignments. And then down here, I have a dog that is very medical needy. And so I could easily track everything that he was going through and his symptoms and everything that he had. And he's on multiple medications as well. And then this wasn't so much a schedule that I actually pre-filled out. It was a log basically of what did we do this day? Because during COVID, all of my time is kind of mushing in together. So I liked the idea of just writing down what we did when we did it. And so this is another example of how I have been using this particular one. And then I will take it out of the folio and show you, because I did choose to do more decorating in it. It has gotten very chunky. And so I will get, this is the unused brand new one. And this is how big it is right now. This one has a lot of love. And so I do use stickers, I do decorate. I have found in this particular one, because it is much more of a journal, that I just kind of enjoy doing it. And so it is substantially chunkier, and personally, that does not bother me at all. Again, this is the used, this is the unused. I also found a sticker shop, Chelsea Brown Designs, that I purchased from the first time, and I got one of her grab bags. She does a lot of stickers for Passion Planner. And in one of her grab bags, I had, see if I can find it. She makes a monthly view sticker for each side or for just one side. And this takes place of, oh, that one has a bunch of stuff in it. Hang on. Let me find one that I didn't, okay, sorry. My other reflections has a bunch of personal information in it that I'm not going to show. So every 3 months in the Passion Planner, you have this self check-in. And so if you choose not to use it, you can replace it with one of these stickers, and I'll link her shop down below. I'm not a PR person. I'm not an affiliate at all. I just found her and this came in a grab bag and I stuck it in. I honestly don't know if I'm going to use this sticker. I just wanted to kind of see how it fit for size, and there is a color difference between the sticker paper and the Passion Planner paper. And so again, I don't know if I'm going to actually utilize this because I always have my Passion Planner in my folio that I have my monthly in, and this is an entire year instead of just having a 1 month view. But again, it was in a grab bag. I had it. I just figured I would try it. But it does fit very nicely. And for those people that liked the monthly view in the Erin Condren, you have that option in the Passion Planner as well. These Erin Condren Petite Dailies are $14 per book. 4 books would make up a year, and they would be $56 if you bought them individually. I have never purchased a bundle year's worth of these from Erin Condren. I do believe that you get a little bit of a discount if you purchase all 4 of them at once. And so these are $14 per book, $56 for a year. The Passion Planner is significantly different. So these are bundled in 4 as well. Again, these are the 4 that I purchased, and they are $25 each book, or $100 for a year. So it's almost double the cost of these. And so if cost is something that is very concerning to you and you wanted to try out daily, this might be a really good place to start. But if you have fallen in love to daily and there's just a couple of things that you don't like, just know that there are options out there for you. There's many different companies as well. And so there are options. I just found this one and I have fallen in love with it because especially during COVID, it is kind of like a saving grace for me. It's where I keep all my thoughts and my emotions fall out into the page. And I really like, again, having all of that extra space. I purchased these in March, and this was an option to have 4 separate colors for an entire year as a bundle. And I purchased them from the website and I got them in April. As of right now, the only individual daily they have is the solid black. And so I have not been with Passion Planner for very long, so I do not know if their colors change each year. So I would just have to kind of keep an eye out on the website as well. So again, if you have any questions on how I'm using it, anything like that, if there's anything I didn't cover and you were curious about, leave it in the comments below. I will try my hardest to answer it. And if I cannot answer it for you, I will try and find someone that will. And again, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up so I know what kind of content to put out there for you guys. Thank you.